How is going today? Loyalist, my name is Dwayne.
My name's Jazz.
We're Dwayne and Jazz. They have for you. My toxic.
What you got in your throat?
My toxic girlfriend. My toxic high school relationship part 2. Animation by Young Don, the Sauce God. If you guys have any reaction requests, please follow us on all our social medias in the link in the description below. Don't forget to
subscribe.
Let's dive on in.
Babe, it's not what you think it is. These are my friends. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, but I know how you'd feel about this. I promise I'm not up to anything. Just read a text, see for yourself. But
it's
she just sat
bad
there
that you have to
in silence,
search through stuff.
furious.
I know.
Eventually, she turns to me. And then she says, Dawn, I don't even know what to say to you. Babe, just get out. Just get out, just go. So that's what I did.
Out.
I got out the car and
so
went
he was
inside.
caught.
But like I said in the last video, this wasn't what broke us up. After she got home, we got on the phone, talked it out, and by the end, we were both numb and emotionally drained.
Yeah.
But still together. And we moved on from it. Kinda.
For
but
them.
This was not out of the ordinary.
Wait till you get to another argument.
Both imposed rules on each other that came from places of insecurity and dysfunction. We were both type A personalities, very controlling, and we were young, immature, and inexperienced. And I'll be real with you, I was much worse than her. I'm not sure where it came from, man. Maybe it's just in my genes, maybe it's because of my childhood, maybe I just needed to grow up. But it has been a journey to get to where I am today, and even still, I feel like I have very far left to go. But somehow we made it to the end of senior year.
Oh,
and at the end of the year,
y'all both graduated. That's important.
Good. I remember the last time I saw her, I was sure that this was going to be the girl that I would marry one day. It was actually in the airport. This was the last time that I would see her for years. But let me back up for a second. I feel like I'm a little all over the place.
Yeah.
So try to make sure that we're
like, weren't y'all just mad at each other?
In the summer of 2011, I moved from Jamaica to America at the age of 15. I was made a junior in high school. I would turn 16 that December. In the summer of 2012, I met Taylor, who would then be my girlfriend until the summer of 2013 when we broke up. During that year that we were together, I lost my virginity to her. We met each other's family. We went to prom. We went to each other's basketball games. We broke up. We got back together.
Oh my god! You said, of course he was.
Where she read my Skype messages. That
you felt like he was a basketball player.
Maybe a couple months before we broke up. So now we're back in the airport. A couple weeks before our final breakup, I was flying back to Jamaica, where I would spend the summer before I moved to California, which is where I would be living for the next 4 years in college. I was going to California to pursue my dreams of becoming a professional basketball player. Taylor and I had agreed to maintain a long-distance relationship.
Not in college.
We were naively optimistic about the future.
Not in college.
Long distance does not work in college,
where we would say our last goodbyes before I moved away. And I remember telling her that I wanted her to enjoy her college experience and that I trusted her. I knew I was lying to myself, but I also knew that the way how I had been handling the relationship in regards to allowing my insecurities to cause problems was definitely not going to work for a long-distance relationship. I knew I had to be a better boyfriend if I wanted it to work. And I did want it to work. I mean, I was madly in love with this girl. I knew that I had to start trusting her. So I made it a point to start trying really hard, and I gave her my word that going forward, I was not going to be a jealous or controlling partner at all. And she said she was going to do the same for me. So
until you do it again.
I got on the plane. And that would be the last time that I would see her in person for almost 4 years.
Oh my lord!
Wow.
Weeks, and I'm chilling at my crib in Jamaica with my family.
That is a
I can't
long
remember
time.
anything eventful happening those first 2 weeks. Mostly just watching Netflix and playing video games. But Taylor and I spoke every day. One day, Taylor and I were texting each other, and then I told her that I was going to hang out with some of my old friends. I think telling her that rekindled some dormant feelings that
from
never
the
quite
Skype.
went away after the Skype fight. So out of what felt like nowhere, she asked me for my Skype password.
Oh, she want to check it overseas.
Because that was some next level.
Wow.
To ask me for my password to my Skype account, which at 17 was of course the same password that I used for everything. This was some serious invasion of privacy, and I didn't feel like I deserved it.
So you said no.
But
I love this girl, and I really did stop talking to my girlfriends from Jamaica after the Skype fight. It was one of the things I promised her the day of the fight. So I gave her my password because I knew for sure that there was nothing to see. So there I am, sitting at my computer, waiting to hear back from Taylor after she investigates my Skype.
Ooh.
And it starts to take a while. Like 7 minutes or so had passed. And I'm like, what the fuck is taking her
Did she
so
find
long?
something?
Now, although I was willing to give her my password, make no mistake, I thought that this was ridiculous. Like, beyond reasonable
I mean,
paranoia.
yeah.
So, almost as a joke, I tell her to give me her Skype password.
Oh.
Now, here's why I said it was like a joke. Because it was to my understanding that Taylor never used her Skype account. She told me way back at the start of the relationship that she had like a handful of contacts from middle school, but she never uses it nowadays.
Yeah.
I know this because we never Skyped during our relationship.
FaceTime.
Which we would have if she used the app, but she didn't.
You thought.
At least that's what she told me. Me asking her for her password, if anything, was just an attempt to show her indirectly how crazy this was. But it didn't faze her at all because she sent me her password with no hesitation.
You saw the face?
Like, you're not supposed to have
I was
one.
like, alright, okay, I'll log into her account and see what it looks like. Again, not expecting to see anything remotely interesting. I signed into her account.
It's like, oh wait.
Lo and behold, it was not at all what I expected. There were well over 100 contacts listed in her Skype.
Oh wow.
Was the first thing that gave me pause.
That's a lot.
Why? Because I was expecting
a handful.
A handful,
like 5.
I mean, I myself had like under 40 contacts, and I used the app regularly. But okay,
wow.
Regularly.
It doesn't really mean
147.
anything. Maybe I misinterpreted what she meant by a handful of people.
A handful is different to
her
her.
contacts to see if I saw any names that looked familiar from school. Again, not really looking for anything incriminating. I was just honestly waiting for her to complete her investigation of my Skype account. So I'm scrolling, and then I see it. I see his name.
Oh.
Her ex-boyfriend.
Who's
that
that?
was the second thing that
Video call ended. Hold on.
Ooh.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I mean, Skype is for video,
No.
right?
But he said that they don't. We would have video called if I knew she used Skype. So you telling me you video calling Jose?
Somebody else.
But you can't video call me?
I mean, what if they have FaceTime?
I don't know. He should. I heard to do it.
Right.
I don't know about, but I'm just saying if that.
Oh, that's bad.
Let's done.
Well, it's already bad in the first place because he said it in a joke, like, "Give me your Skype password, LOL." And like, she said something back. I would have been like, "Hold up, you're not supposed to have one."
Yeah.
I thought you told me you didn't have one, so you have a password.
She had one. She said she had one. She just didn't. She's
No, he said
full of friends.
No, he said that he didn't know that she had a Skype. That's why she told him. That's why I'm like.
He said he just said she had a Skype, but she only supposed to have a handful of friends.
Oh, okay, but he said she doesn't use it.
She doesn't. She's not. Yeah, she's. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I went from the beginning.
Oh, I was about to say.
If she doesn't use it,
I was about
how
to
you
say,
video
if
calling
she-
Jose and not video calling me?
No, that's why I was confused. I was like, so how is she sending back a password if she's not even supposed to have it in the first
Well,
place?
she has a Skype.
Okay.
It's just he thinks that she doesn't use it often. And that's not on it.
According to Taylor, they never spoke, and she supposedly cut him out of her life after they broke up. Or at least that's what she told me. So
Lying.
now I had to know, had Taylor been communicating with her ex?
The whole
man,
time.
I told y'all from the jump, this entire story is just a complete show of dysfunctional behavior on both sides. So I click on his name, and
see
there
the
it
date?
was, as clear as day. Within the last 2 weeks, they had Skyped twice.
Ooh.
My 17-year-old insecure self
Ooh.
just didn't know how to process that. My girlfriend was Skyping her ex.
She never talked to your ex. Never.
That shit bothered me.
Never.
And that's all the information I had. It didn't tell me how long the conversation
Like,
was.
why?
It didn't tell
What
me
would be
who
the
called
purpose?
who. There were no text messages going back and forth.
It was
two
just video
timestamps for the
calls.
2 video calls. So now I'm starting to get anxious.
And they're
Like,
late, too.
I didn't know what to do with myself. So I log out of her account, and now I'm just sitting there waiting for her to text me back.
Just
Finally,
watching.
she does, and of course she tells me that she's sorry. For
Oh, now it's a whole
trusting me,
paragraph.
That this wasn't gonna happen again. So then I text her back, and then I'm like, yeah, you're right. This will never happen again.
Oh, because they broken up.
Because we are done. And so she replies, and she's like, what do you mean? And then I tell her
You're
that
done.
while I was on her Skype account, I saw that she had been talking to her ex, and that I was able to get into the history and pull everything up.
Hacker
All
skills
the
for
messages,
1,000.
Oh, no.
All the timestamps for the video calls, I could see everything. So obviously I was lying. someone. Like I said earlier, I only saw that someone called somebody twice within the last 2 weeks. That's all the information I had to work with.
And it's late too. Like, why you calling him at 10 p.m.?
Why? Because I was fishing. I didn't talking to this behind my back. Because there was no way I could do a long distance relationship without knowing for sure. So I figured my best bet was to pretend like I saw.
Act like you saw something.
Yeah.
And get her to snitch on herself.
Ooh, reveal information.
It worked.
Send me paragraphs of
Oh
text,
man.
explanations, apologies, and excuses, and I'm just like,
Wow.
Oh, that would hurt me.
this is real. She had been talking to her ex. It wasn't until that moment that I knew for sure. So it wasn't until that moment that I really lost my shit.
Oh
I
no.
proceeded to lean into this girl.
Oh no.
My God, man, I went off, my G. I said the meanest, most hurtful shit that I could think of. If I had just called her a thought and left it at that, which still
I did.
terrible.
It's still
I'll
bad.
be handling the situation 10 times better than I actually did. So there I am, angry, hurt, confused, but mostly angry. And there, in my state of undeserved self-righteousness, after sending several hurtful messages in an attempt to cut this poor girl down, a girl that I truly loved, I told her that I was done with the relationship and that I hope never speak again.
Ooh.
Guys,
Good
this
Lord.
is a video where from start to finish I'm giving you example after example of what not to do. I handled almost everything poorly in this relationship. Absolutely terrible. Most of the things that I do right nowadays when it comes to a relationship or
Was
talking
in
to a
reference
girl,
to that.
I learned from this
Yeah.
one relationship. I have been in several relationships, and this one relationship probably taught me 70% of what not to do and what to do when in a relationship with a girl. That is how badly I fucked it up. It's kind of sad. I destroyed that relationship.
I destroyed
Both
it.
of us played a role in the ultimate demise of the relationship, but I personally believe that I had a lot more to do with it than she did. So now she's hurt and upset because of all the fucked up that I said to her. So then she was like, okay, Don, if this is what you want, and if this is who you are,
Oh.
then I don't want a
This is who
relationship
you are.
either.
Like,
So
you're
then
a
I
different
was like,
person.
fine, good, see ya.
Bye.
Wouldn't
Wanna be.
And that was it. That was the last day that we were ever a couple. I did so many things wrong in that relationship.
Wonder if you ever
I made
talked to her
many
again after
mistakes,
that.
Mistakes
I'm pretty sure.
that unfortunately I would make again in future relationships. I mean, I don't think I was that out of pocket being upset about the fact that Taylor seemed to be getting close to her ex again. In my personal opinion, I don't think it's necessarily appropriate for a partner to be close to an ex.
Thank you.
But I also don't think
Thank
that
you.
most girls, I mean, I only date girls, so that's all I'm gonna speak to. I don't think that most girls want to be close with their ex. In all
No.
honesty, I think I pushed her there with the fighting, the jealousy, the controlling.
Maybe.
All of that just pushed her farther and
Probably
farther
felt like, I need
away.
somebody
and of course,
to
I'm a
talk
much
to.
better partner,
Yeah.
a much better person.
Somebody that
today
knows me
because of
deeper,
these
not just
mistakes
like
that
my
I made when I
girlfriend.
was
Like, I
17
need
with
somebody that
Taylor.
knows me more.
I'm a lot more mindful
Probably.
of controlling and jealous behavior and feelings, and I'm also a lot more confident and secure in myself today than I was back then. So this
Understandable.
kind of doesn't happen anymore. You want a new job. You're tired of the job you're working at,
Oh,
but
Lord.
you're afraid of that in
I quit every single
period
one.
where you don't know what's going on.
YouTube.
You don't have
Thank
any
you.
idea where you're getting money from. Maybe you want to change majors, but you're afraid of what your friends or your parents might say because you seem to be losing focus or switching up. Maybe you want to do something that to other people seems so not you that you're afraid to do it. Maybe you want to be a rapper, but you've always been the quiet guy. Maybe
Oh,
you wanna
please, they
be
don't
a
know you. They don't know the
musician or
real
a
you then.
painter or
That's
a
what that
videographer
means.
or,
Nobody
wanna
can tell
do
you
something
who
that
you
people
are.
gonna say,
Exactly.
You
that's
can.
not you. So you're afraid of what they're gonna say. You're afraid of the rejection, so you don't do it. Whatever it is, any decision that is made out of fear, I can almost guarantee you, is the wrong decision.
I think that was the most realist, video
And I see that he's
episode
added
he
like
done.
messages, like little tidbit, like life
Right.
lessons in his videos.
I felt like it was a good vent for him as well.
Yeah,
'Cause I
to
feel
get it
like,
off his chest.
Yeah, I feel like it's still on his chest
It's
a
like
little
let
bit.
it go.
Yeah.
Of what happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's just bad. First of all, if you're in a relationship and you gotta check their DMs, their text messages, their Skype messages, their Facebook messages, their Snapchat messages, if you got to do all of that, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, like I am not losing no sleep. All right, I'm not losing no sleep trying to text. And then thing is, like she said, let me see your Skype messages. Like overseas, this man is in Jamaica. He is overseas, and you said, let me see yours. So you still trying to find it. Like you not even in person. You still overseas is trying to get the, like, come on.
I kind of understand it a little bit though, because like he was talking to the girls from Jamaica, that was his friends, and he's in Jamaica, so she might be thinking like he's talking to those girls that he was supposed to talk to in Jamaica.
But I'm saying, realistically, y'all not gonna see each other for 4 years. Y'all just got out of high school. And then he told her, I want you to experience your college life to the fullest. You know what that means to a girl? That means I am leaving you. And if you talk to a dude, then that's fine, because I'm gonna be talking to other girls. That's what that means in a girl's mind.
When we have our 5 kids, I'm already telling them, when you get to college, you might
I like how you just like slid that in.
It could work.
Saying that we're gonna have 5 kids.
It could work, family. It could work, but you know.
I just say it's not the end of the world if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Especially when you just get out of high school. Like when you just, like if it's in high school or you
realize
just
high school,
fresh out of high school.
Listen, you realize high
like,
school
it's
doesn't
not-
matter and college is lit. Just know college is
Like
lit.
you'll probably find the person that you were meant to be with, whether in college or after.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be high school. I mean,
It
there's
could
some
still be high school
there's some
sweethearts.
high school sweethearts.
Sweet
that's like
stuff.
sweet
Yeah.
starts.
Yeah.
Sweethearts.
Yeah.
Sweethearts.
Pop-Tarts.
Sweethearts
Rockstars.
that like marry each other and everything,
Yeah.
but like 90% of the time.
Nah.
So if you're stressing, and why am I saying everything wrong?
If you're
I'm
stretching in high school, then
if you stressed in high school, don't worry about it, because
Exactly.
it's not gonna matter.
Exactly.
Within a few years, and then you're gonna grow up and be like, you know what, like he did.
it was
like,
irrelevant.
that was an experience. That was an experience that he learned from, and he's good now.
Anyway, please comment below, guys. Tell us what you think.
Don't forget to like,
Subscribe,
share,
some more.
deuces.